The Giga Chad Michael Saylor predicting Bitcoin to rise and skyrocket 160x to $10 million per coin. Let's break this down. He was just recently in Atlantis at the event, giving some speeches. I'm going to give you the highlights from what he shared and break all this down for you, family. If you're just joining us, pump the likes to pump the stream. The headline reads, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin Atlantis 2024 talk, empowering individuals with digital assets. But first, I want to give you this interview, which I transcribed, where he talks about Bitcoin going 425x, which at today's price is now 160x to hit the $10 million target. So quoting him here, because Bitcoin is just pure money, it's just as effective at 100,000 a coin as it is at 10,000 a coin. And at $1 million a coin, it's just as effective. And at 10 million a coin, it's probably more compelling at 10 million a coin than 1 million or 100,000 a coin. It's kind of a universally scalable asset that gets less risky. The only thing that is going to change, in my opinion, is when it was super risky and scary, below 10,000, you were getting 100 to 200% a year annualized gains. And then when it got a bit more understandable between 10,000 and 100,000, your gains go to 40 or 50% a year. And then at some point they go to 30% and then 20%. And in the extreme, if everybody in the world understood Bitcoin, it would be 20, 30, 40% of the wealth in the world. Check it out. So it would be 200 to 300 trillion dollars in today's dollars. Like, whoa, referring to the market cap, fam. And then the price would be appreciating at the rate of global inflation in the fiat currency. So if the gold inflation rate remains a 7, it would still remain a 7, and then it would appreciate a little bit more because of the productivity of the people that adopt it as a treasury reserve asset. So what are your thoughts on that, family? And could you ever imagine Bitcoin tapping into $300 trillion of all the money and wealth in the world? That'd be pretty lit. And where do you think the price would be? Can you see $100 million Bitcoin price as he is actually predicting? Let me know. Now for the highlights from the recent interview. Not interview, but the speech he gave in Atlantis at this event. Here are the highlights. I'm going to just read them out loud, and you could actually check the show notes below the video in the description to get access to the 51-minute speech you can see here on your screen. It's actually on the right, the Saylor video on this page. So here you go. Bitcoin is the best asset because it is digital, making it digital capital, digital property, and digital wealth. The story of civilization is about purging toxicity from our systems, including toxic money, which has been holding us back for 5,000 years. Preach. Bitcoin empowers everyone to live their best possible life, bringing economic and political freedom, control of destiny, and emotional security. Bitcoin is empowerment and hope for the individual and a foundation to support families for generations. The promise of technology is to come up with the science to figure out what's toxic and solve the problem. That is the story of civilization. Bitcoin's half-life of forever makes it a solution for nonprofits and governments to thrive in the 21st century. Bitcoin is the most powerful computer network in the world, not a scam or a pyramid scheme. Now, Bitcoin's impact goes beyond individuals and will have a significant influence on the rest of the world. The massive adoption of exchange-traded funds, buying and trading Bitcoin will have a profound impact on economies and society. And over time, Bitcoin will become more understood and embraced, leading to more people joining the network and participating. Bitcoin grows stronger with every new participant at any level, whether they're talking crap, unsure, liking it, or debating it. Keep that in mind, Peter Schiff. Next time you bash Bitcoin, you're only helping promote it. Now for some of the Q&As, which were discussed with Saylor. What is Bitcoin and who is it for? Bitcoin is a digital asset that can impact corporations, individuals, and governments, and it's for everyone. And the speaker has spent a lot of time researching and preparing their views on the topic, clearly. How much Bitcoin be described, or how can Bitcoin be described as a digital asset? Bitcoin is the best digital asset, representing digital capital, property, wealth, and should not be solely viewed as digital money. It is a store of value that protects individual sovereignty, allowing people to achieve their hopes. What roles do companies and banks play in the Bitcoin network? Companies and banks are slowly adopting Bitcoin, with CEOs and individuals owning it privately while waiting for the political environment to change so they can buy it corporately. Banks play a crucial role in financial security and asset transfer and will eventually hold Bitcoin on the balance sheet. How can Bitcoin benefit governments and nonprofits? This is actually a good question. Bitcoin can help countries lower taxes. Let's go! Strengthen their currencies, defend their sovereignty, and improve their economies, just like Bukele did in El Salvador. And it needs people to advocate for it to improve the world. Nonprofits are important contributors to the economy, education, empowering and expanding the Bitcoin network, driving engagement, providing advocacy, and spreading ideas globally. And for the final question, what is the significance of Bitcoin in the digital transformation of capital and energy? The digital transformation of capital and energy means that every person, family, corporation, government, and movement can achieve their greatest aspirations. And Bitcoin is for everyone. It represents the digital transformation of capital and energy, and every new participant at any level makes Bitcoin stronger. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Giga Chad, and what are your thoughts on hitting some of these bullish price predictions. And now here's a little clip from the speech he just gave from this event.
Now, we all know Bitcoin is the best asset. You agree?
Agreed.
And there is no second best asset.
Facts. If you agree with that, fam, again, put a 1 in the live chat if you believe there is no second best crypto asset.
And that is why we are here, right? Because we need an asset. Bitcoin is the best. There is no second best.
Precisely why we're here right now, family.
There's a guy at the front door. He charges tick admission. And if it's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million. It's either
Facts.
nothing, right? If it's nothing, then it's getting scrubbed out and banned. And you can buy a ticket for $1. You don't need the ticket. You like it outside.
Appreciate everyone in the live chat with the ones. Lighten it up right now. Cheers.
And of course, we now know that it's not getting banned, right? There's no way that Fidelity, Citadel, BlackRock, Charles Schwab, Deutsche Bank, the human race has never had an effective money. Credit Agricole, Banco Santander, a mathematically sound, thermodynamically sound money, all decide they're interested in this, right? They're not endorsing a tulip bulb.
So there you have it. That's coming directly from the Giga Chad, Mike Saylor, one of the great Mikes of our times. Mike Jackson, rest in peace. Mike Jordan, greatest b-ball player of all time. We got Mike Tyson, the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time, legendary, the youngest champion we have ever seen. And the legends of the Mikes continue, fam.